98% of the members at Archer Creek Estate has been scammed in the past by other vendors in attempt to buy land in Ghana. Out of the 98%, 25% of them are indigenous, 38% are Ghanaians living abroad, and 37% are other diaspora. Land buying process in Ghana has been an overwhelming process for so many people for so long. It doesn't matter if you are Ghanaian living in Ghana, Ghanaian living abroad, or other diaspora, everybody has their fair share or her stories about the troubles one goes through in the process of buying land in Ghana. Today, I wanted to come up here to talk to you all about a topic very dear to my heart and very personal too, and that is how we can prevent litigation land in Ghana by practicing effective process of due diligence in verifying land ownership. Hi everyone, thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Patience Archer and I am on a journey to build an inclusive Pan-African community called Archer Creek Estate in Ghana. Before we dive in more, let me put out a disclaimer that I am not a professional lawyer. Before you start your land buying process, it is imperative that you consult a professional lawyer who will be able to guide you professionally along the way. With that being said, though, I also believe that it is very important that we open up this dialogue and talk about it no matter who we are. Discussing about this topic will serve two purposes, okay? First, that you are not alone if you have fallen victim of land fraudulence, okay, or land scamming in Ghana. And also by talking about it, we are on a journey to address this issue together. The biggest mistake that people make when buying land in Ghana is not exercising patience. Let me repeat it again. The biggest mistake that people make when buying land in Ghana is not practicing patience, okay? And I get it. Sometimes you come across a land that you really love in Ghana, okay, and you're trying to secure the land. Therefore, you end up rushing the process. For example, maybe the landowner is demanding money to secure the land for you. Okay, you're trying not to lose the land, so you end up not going through the right process of due diligence. Okay, when buying land in Ghana, it is very important that you slow down, okay? Because the land buying process takes time. So you slow down and you go through the right due diligence. The second mistake that people make when buying land in Ghana is failing to conduct due diligence in verifying ownership of the land, okay? So let's talk a little bit about those two words, due diligence. Okay, what exactly is due diligence? Okay, especially when it comes to land buying process. Okay, so due diligence is the process of investigating and verifying the details of a property before making a purchase. Okay, so not only does effective due diligence process helps you with the verification of the land ownership, it also ensures that the land you are buying is legitimate and free of any legal issues or disputes. So basically, as a buyer, you gather all the information on the property during this time to make an informed decision as to whether or not you move forward with the land purchasing transaction. See, in Ghana, it is not uncommon to find cases of multiple sales of the same property, lack of documentation, and boundary issues, okay? These issues can lead to costly legal battles and even loss of property. There are two types of due diligence that you should consider when buying land in Ghana to ensure that you're dealing with the right land ownership and that the land you are looking for is exactly the land that is in picture, okay? Environmental due diligence and legal due diligence. So let's talk about environmental due diligence, okay? So as a prospective buyer, you must go to the land site to visit. If you are not in Ghana, please send a trusted person. It can be a family member or a friend to do this step for you. Okay? A physical inspection is important to ensure that there are no competing interests or ownership claims. And you will be surprised of all the important information you will gather just by visiting the site. Okay, for example, when you arrived on the land in question and notice that there are gravels and iron rocks on the land, that right there should alarm you that there is possibly somebody already owning that land preparing to build on it. Okay, when you get to the site and you see a demarcation post on the site with name written on it, that should tell you that that land may already be owned by somebody else, okay? Sometimes just by standing on the property alone, somebody can even approach you to claim the land. So right there, you will know that the land ownership is questionable. Take this opportunity to also inspect the land to ensure that it fits for your purpose, okay? So assuming that this land will be for your residential house, for residential purposes, of course, you don't want it to be on a land that is waterlogged, okay? I highly suggest to inspect the land during the rainy season to ensure that the land is not situated in a waterlogged area. Aside from the physical view of the land, you must make sure to speak with neighboring residents, if any, to learn about actual ownership and problems associated with the land. And trust me, they will tell you, okay? If they have that information, they will let you know. These people may have key information that you are looking for, okay? Especially when it comes to the problems affecting the land, like litigation, waterlogged, and so forth. So please take your time to get to know somebody there and ask them all the questions that you have. Now, let's talk about legal due diligence. The final step in the due diligence process is to conduct searches at a number of government agencies, starting from the Lands Commission. Okay, so the Lands Commission and its regional offices have records pertaining to land transactions and ownership in Ghana. So here's what you should do. Request a site plan from the land seller to conduct an ownership verification through the Lands Commission. Okay, remember, if the seller does not have the requested site plan of the land, that is a sign you may be running to an ownership issue. Okay, because usually, in most cases, the seller or the person owning the land should have a site plan. There's a rule in buying land in Ghana, and that is do not depend solely on the seller's site plan, okay? So, to put yourself at a higher advantage, engage the services of a private licensed surveyor to prepare your own site plan, okay? So, the licensed surveyor site plan can then be used to conduct the search at the Lands Commission. The licensed surveyor will perform investigation on the land, make precise measurements to determine its boundaries, create the site plan, and so much more. Once the result from all the three divisions of the Lands Commissions, which are the Public Invested Management Division, the Lands Registration Division, and Survey and Mapping Division returns back to you, you will be able to identify the true ownership of the land. Like I mentioned earlier on, buying land in Ghana is not something that needs to be rushed. It takes time, it's a long process, but if you can go through proper due diligence, like we talk about, you will come out successful, okay? To minimize legal and financial risks when buying land in Ghana, it is crucial to involve experienced land and property law attorneys for them to review the property's titles, zoning regulations, land use restrictions, and environmental history, and to investigate any ongoing legal disputes or issues related to the property, okay? Now, let me take this opportunity to tell you more about my exciting ongoing project, Archer Creek Estate. Located at a breathtaking stunning mountain view, sleep easy, knowing that our lands are legally sound. In the heart of Archer Creek Estate, we believe that acquiring land should not only be affordable but also swift and straightforward, okay? Each plot is registered, clearly demarcated, and comes with the guarantee of being litigation free. Waterlogged, non-existence. The land has been assessed to withstand heavy rain without causing flooding, okay? With easy access to electricity, major road, hospital, schools. Our goal is to make your land acquisition journey not only rewarding, but also straightforward and stress-free. When you are ready to build your dream home, our over 30 years real estate development team will guide you along the way to make your dream comes to life. Don't wait to buy a land from Archer Creek Estate. Buy a land from Archer Creek Estate and wait.